What up, everybody? It's your girl July from Kickback, Couture, and today I'm here to talk about Sublab. Now, I will solo this. Now, Sublab comes with over 250 samples, including those from the 808 and 707 and some more analog hardware drum machines that I can't remember the names of, but you're more than welcome to check it out and research it yourself. This is a preset that I'm playing right now, and there are more presets it comes with. Floating. This is the remake of the 808 that was used in Floating, made by Schoolboy Q. This is a remake from God's Plan. And there are more patch packs, expansion packs that you can get. Mask Off, Lucid Dreams, and the list goes on. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Over here we have a drop down menu where we can open specific patch packs. Interface zoom, which is this area here where you can resize it. Alternatively, you can click in interface zoom. You can set all levels to 0, which can come in handy. And there's a bonus samples folder. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click new here, and we're gonna start from scratch. Here in this window, over here in this area, we have our synth, in which we can change our waveform to a triangle, a saw, or a square. Right now we're at sine. We can change the octave and also the tune here. Now, yes, we can change those. Awesome. Just by clicking over the number, hovering over that, and then dragging up or down. We also have an ADSR for the volume, filter, and the pitch, respectively. The next window here we have is a sampler, in which we can use the samples that are included. Here are the names: 707, Roland, 808. We have some Sean Divine samples in here, and so on. Here is my kick here, my cage kick from my Spider Demon drum kit. And if we want to be able to hear that, we have to come down here and turn it up. But before we get to that, we do have an edit window, which I will not mess with that right now. This allows us to change the tag and change the display name so that we can have our own sample folder within Sublab. We can turn on keyboard track. We can also loop it. If for some reason it was an 808 and we wanted it to last longer, by hitting loop, we can choose our crossfade points. Starting, end, crossfade here. I'm gonna turn that off. And now let's get this kick on. We see over here to the left of this area we have our filter, and this is the filter of the overall synth itself, not to be confused with the separate filter ADSR on the synth. We have 3 different filter types: low pass, band pass, and high pass. And we can change the amount, the resonance amount, and we can also change the frequency cutoff here. And this is filter cutoff, which follows the notes. Also keyboard tracking, as I mentioned up here. This is the amount of the oscillator signal that will be filtered, and this is the amount of the sample signal that will be filtered. Right now it's at 0, so this isn't doing anything. Now over here to our right, we have a distortion and we have a compressor. First thing I want to discuss is the compressor. Here we can sidechain our sample to the synth. So just by clicking on here, this sidechain button, I can turn this up and have my kick sidechain our synth. Just gonna turn this down a bit. Lovely, and I'm just gonna hit play so I don't have to keep banging on my keys. And let's go ahead and edit this synth. I'm gonna turn this up Let's see what this sounds like. Too loud for us. Let's go ahead and add some distortion. And then we need to turn up the amount. I want to add it on the synth. Great. Here in the compressor, we have this threshold option as well. If we wanted to compress the kick or the synth, which is being sent to the compressor at the moment. Ratio and the makeup gain. Here we don't have to worry about that because we're just sidechaining at the moment. We also have this third window up here. It's called X sub. I will momentarily turn these down and turn up X sub. Now this is the sub bass, and we can control the lows separate from the harmonics. So right now we're listening to the sub, and now we hear the harmonics again. And as you press notes on your keyboard, it will not only play the sub note but also the bass note, which is here, and the harmonics. So it tells you on your keyboard which notes will trigger the sub note and which notes will trigger both the bass note and the sub note. Over here we do have a display of our frequencies, spectrum, and we can also use these two meters. So this will control the master output, and this will maximize your bass, acts as a limiter. And then we can mix these all together if we want to. As muddy as that may be. Let's get rid of these harmonics here. Gonna go ahead and flip to the synth, and let's go ahead and make an 808 that will fit with my track. So I'm gonna unsolo this. We have 4 different types of distortion: dark drive, overdrive, grunge, and tube. I'm gonna use tube. Send some of my kick to that. Alright. Gonna bring this down. Volume envelope. Let's get rid of some of the sustain on the volume. Bring down the release a bit. Add some decay. See what the pitch is doing. Solo this momentarily. Now if I turn up the decay on this, you'll hear what the ADSR is doing to the pitch. Of course that was too drastic, but I just wanted to show you what it would be like. Gonna leave that how it is. Let's listen to the kick and the sampler. So this will move the sample to whatever note you select on the keyboard. Now let's tune down the distortion. Let's add a little bit. Like that. And then let's turn up this 808. Edit that by itself. Got some mean stuff going on over here. Let's turn down the distortion. Alright. And I like that, so let's blend it in with the kick, which is still sidechaining it. Alright, let's get our levels right with the track. I did have a kick drum already, so I'm just going to mute that. mixing in our levels. Alright, if you like this video, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, and most definitely don't forget about that glide. If you want to slide, it is right there. That was terrible. Kickback and cook up. The link is down in the description if you would like to try this. Definitely give it a try. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Right up there at July303 and at Kickback Couture. We got memes for days along with the motivational quotes and whatnot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.